Alright. It looks like we're live. I don't know. YouTube's doing something funky. It's giving me like this weird notification and then it just went black screen. But we're here. We are indeed here. Some of this sparky. On the bone? They're chilling on the couch right now. I'm gonna make me some coffee. I love you. You're welcome. It'll be charged if you leave it there at night. Making some coffee, guys. Hang tight. I'll be there momentarily. Right. Coffee, we have coffee. Did I tease you? Did I tease you? Yeah, my coffee pins. Did I tease you? Yeah. Been feeling teased? Did they abandon you, Zoo? They did, didn't they? They abandoned you. You gonna play with Sissy? Huh? Get out of there. Squeezing in between the camera. Yeah. They're always trying to squeeze between the camera. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I'm experiencing a chat glitch on that phone. That's why I'm not talking to you guys. That makes a lot of sense. Alright. Gamers! I'm waiting for this signal. Space Yacht! Oh! CB Gaming! She is mixed breed. All three of them are mixed breed. Aaron is correct there. This one here, she's Lab Pit Terrier. She's about 6. The brown one is Rottweiler Boxer, and the black and tan one is Rottweiler Husky. There's the Rottweiler Boxer. And she's the one that has 0 personal space skills. She does know nothing about boundaries. Annie's just an attention fiend. She understands but doesn't recognize boundaries. So I gotta make an announcement for tomorrow, you guys. I think I'll have to put out some content for you guys. Something long form or something. Because I will be on the road during this time tomorrow. My kiddo's brother is in the area, and he doesn't get to see them very often. So we are going to travel to go see him, and the traveling and the visit will end up smack dab in the middle of the day, which is typically when you want to use the weather outside, is right in the middle of the day. What, girlie? You begging me for peanut butter? What are you begging for? You begging for the peanut butter? Oh, it's a good stretch. Good girl. Get that bone. gotta make sure I get this other phone up and running here. I don't know whether it's YouTube having the issues or if my phone's having the issues. There's Annie. Let me make sure I get subscribed to all you guys who came in and chatted. Let's see. We got CB Gaming. I'm going to head over to your channel right now, CB Gaming, and subscribe to you. I appreciate you coming into the chat and saying something. Looks like you've got 52 subscribers now. You're about to go live whenever you're ready, aren't you? Shelly, Shelly, Shelly. How are you today, Shelly? We already subscribed to the gamers. And that looks like only one rando said hi. Come on, guys. You can be more talkative than that. It's Saturday. What do we got planned for this weekend? What are we doing today? Like I said, tomorrow I've got to go for a road trip. That's going to be smack dab in the middle of the day. So I'll figure something out. If I have to live stream later in the evening, I will. It should be by late afternoon. I'm home anyway. So the pinned message there is what you want to keep your notifications on for. That's going to be the exciting stuff. You're going to want to make sure when those notifications go off, that you're getting there as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. YouTube.com/ZumaKissMe. That's interesting. I would just pop up on the free there. One message. So if you're in here like an hour before you should be, then you're earning XP before you're even... Hey, but these scheduled lives have been up for 2 or 3 days. So you could have been earning XP the whole time. You could have like 600 XP before it even starts. And that's not cheating. That's not cheating in my book. Because I'm not available. And if you want to sit in that room and earn XP while I'm not available and either talk to yourself or somebody who wants to walk in, then that's on you. I'll allow it. Yeah, I thought the 20 after was a weird number, and I noticed too that the XP would change before the 20 after. And I think you're right about that, that it counts how often you engage per hour. I sent you a message on the Discord. I'm going to try to get better at putting my announcements up on the Discord too. It's not something I started doing from the beginning, so I'm going to try to do that. If I'm going to schedule one, it'll probably be up on the YouTube, and I might be forgetful about the Discord. I'm going to try. Automate the Discord? Can I tell it to do that? That's not something I even knew I could do. I mean, I'm sure I thought it was possible. I think we got some doggos. Dino.gg. So what do? They go to the internet and see if something's available, and if it is, then they just link to it? How's that work? Let's see, we got, what do we got going on here? We're just exploring the outdoors. Let me make more coffee. Oh, a Discord bot. I like that. I think I'm going to have to make, because I don't want to run two communities unless I have to. I mean, I guess it would be simple enough to run two communities from the same device. But I'm going to need some staff assistance if it were to get too big. So yeah, Zuma's going to need her own Discord community. Maybe we'll just put a channel on my server. I don't know. There's so much to think about. So many awesome ideas I have in my head. Oh, goodness gracious. New internet laws. Alright, send me the link and we'll shit on the UK. As an American, I can do that. It's in my history. It's in my blood. In fact, I'm pretty sure my forefathers would recommend it. They'd be like, yeah, shit on that UK. I got nothing for you. Get out of here. I got nothing for you. Get out of here. What I say? You ain't getting none of my coffee. Coming around, it's not going to make it tough neither go. Just getting my coffee ready, folks. Just getting my coffee. Unfortunately, the machine is not anywhere near the camera. New internet laws. The only new internet laws that I know of that the United States has been making is the ones that protect you against unwanted graphic images. You can't, without being asked to do so, send people nudes and things like that. And it's considered a form of SA. Now you need to confirm your ID to watch the British people protest people entering the country without ID. So wait, what you're saying is now that they'll allow you to watch the protesters, but in order to watch the entertainment, you need to identify, which in this country would be a Fourth Amendment violation of your rights. They can't force you to identify for any reason unless you've broken a law or suspected of breaking a law. So now they know. Now they can track your internet. That's the caveat behind that. So they disguise it with, you've got to be old enough to watch this stuff. Which, honestly, in my opinion, I think the kids are the important ones. The kids are the people who need to watch the protest happen because that's where history's made. History's made in the protests. The results that happen in the protests, the actions coming from the government in order to suppress the protests. That's what history is. That's the making of the country. Hey, Elon Musk, step it up. Tell them you're going to stop funding anything that goes to their country unless they cut this bullshit the fuck out. Try me. Bring it on. Remember this one thing we had about 400 years ago? Maybe a little bit less than 400 years ago? Your government tried to tell our people what to do. There was a giant bloodbath that lasted probably 25 years. And now we're our own nation. Your government doesn't have a good track record in telling the U.S. what to do. Like, our military budget's like bigger than 83 different countries combined. You ain't gonna tell an American what to do. That's laughable right there. I'll go right up to your prime minister's page and call him a little fucking dickhead. Oh, I can already tell what it is. So here's the data that they're collecting, and tell me if you're thinking along the same lines as me on this one here. So you click on something that's potentially adult content, right? Whether it be violence or graphic in an adult way, graphic and adult way. It's not Nerf guns and water blasters. So you click on that, a warning pops up. The warning says, are you 18 years or older? Prove it by showing your ID. Your ID's got a little barcode or whatever. You'll scan the little barcode. And it goes, ba-doop. At that point in time, the government now knows that you're interested in watching this content. And they can track the content you watch history. And if they find a trend that you are anti-government in the history of things that you watch, you could be subject to being spied on. So it sounds like they're trying to spy on you guys by tracking what you watch. And honestly, it's not much different than YouTube. YouTube tracks what we watch. Google tracks what we watch. China tracks what we watch. I mean, the only difference here is that you're actively telling your government, despite the warning, that you are an adult who would like to see this content. Well, it does both, right? So we have to respect the law for, even though there's like an undersided bullshit going on, we have to respect it for what it will do ultimately as a result. Because it will, right? It will ultimately keep kids from seeing that stuff. Some of that stuff they shouldn't see. So it works. But some of that other stuff, I think, is necessary for kids to know about the history of their country. Laws and the development of a country is made through the people deciding that they don't like the way the government works and wanting to change it and doing something to make that change happen. This country, the United States, was built on protests. And unfortunately, not a lot of other countries are like that. But the United States was built on protesters. If we don't like something as a people, we storm into the streets. And we get that law changed. This is true. This is true. What we do on the internet is indeed an extension of ourselves. The internet knows more about us than our best friend. You know, if Google wanted to pull up all the information it's ever tracked on you, it could probably tell you things about yourself that you didn't know. Google could probably be like, well, you search this and you search that, it sounds like you've got sickle cell anemia. And you'd be like, what? Yeah. Freedom of the internet. Let's petition this. You know how hard it is to keep it PG when you want to say bad things about a government? It's super hard to keep it PG. But like you said, it should be fairly easy for somebody to reverse engineer the coding on that and fool the machine. Similar in a way when they started putting out digital face scanners in train stations, airports, and all kinds of other bus terminals and things like that, where they would recognize your face. People started putting makeup on that would distort the image that the camera was able to pick up, and it would tell the camera that it wasn't a face. Or they would wear clothing that had a lot of faces on it, so that the camera was confused about whether or not this was a person or what. There are plenty of ways to fool technology. It's getting better and better and harder to fool technology these days, but, you know, technology is only as smart as the programming. Are we allied? Is the US and UK allied? Like, are we friends in arms? Did the tube here freeze me up? Are we too controversial right now? I'd think if we were more controversial, we should have more viewers. There should be like 1,000 people in here if this was that controversial. I'm sure if I put a clickbait title on there, it would. It would draw 1,000 people in here. That's one. Where's your sister? Did you win? Did you leave your sister that seat? Since when do you hide away from the viewers? Huh? Since when do you hide? Hey, go on out there. Go on out there. Go on. Yeah. Go ahead, relax, girlie. Way to take the way off camera way to relax. Does not want to let me be two dogs on camera here. She's a sleeper. so long. Oh, good point. The escapologist.
10 minutes left. The chat engagement competition has only 10 minutes left to earn experience points.
There you go, 10-minute warning. Yeah, the escapologist is out there sunbathing. Like a strange weirdo. What are you getting upset about? It's me, hooligan. It's me. Go down. Just me, making noises. Yep, just me making noises. Don't worry. I'm gonna move this camera back to somewhere you can see. Yep, she's still in the fence. I think we managed to fix the problem. The entire portion of the fence is not up, but I think we managed to fix the escaping problem. I'll try to include both of these pups, but they're not making it easy for me. There you go. A little sideways action there, but we got both pups in the shot. Both pups in the shot. I'll tell you, I didn't think they'd be relaxing this much. I think we need to do something to get them on their feet. Oh, it is time for some vegan air. I got this stuff yesterday called Divorce Cake. It's a strain that's a cross between, I think, wedding pie and something else. Maybe. It looks like somebody knows what time it is. Huh. You puppers know what time it is? Adventure time! No, I'm kidding. Not adventure time. Would you get your face off the camera? The two of you. Ooh, I like Gorilla Glue. GG4 is my all-time favorite top spot daytime. And then my all-time favorite top spot nighttime would be Blue Dream. And I know for some people that's an odd, those things should be reversed, that's odd. But I experience it I'm among the 5% that experience sativa and indica opposite. So the indicas don't put me in the couch, in the fridge, in the bed. The indicas keep me awake, make me creative, silly, laughing all the time. It's the sativas that put me in the bed. Like, if I get a full sativa and it's not a hybrid of any kind, like, you just put me right out. I don't even know the kind that I got right now. Wedding Divorce Cake. It's a hybrid of some sort. I think it's an indica hybrid, just based on the way it made me feel. But oh man, It tastes so good. Oh, and there's this other. I got a pre-roll of this stuff called papaya flambe. Ooh, I like them fruity, tasty ones. Uh-oh. Am I getting glitched out here? What's happening? I saw something jump up and then disappear on one of my screens. Yeah, GG4 is my favorite. For a lot of people, though, it puts them right on the couch. This divorce cake stuff has got like a sweet smell to it. It's not too terpy. I've noticed, depending on the strain, how it makes me feel is very different from one day to the next. So, like, sometimes I'll feel creative, other times I'll feel giggly and silly, and then other times I'll feel like occupying my brain instead of the world around me. So there's a strain out there called Headband, and the Headband made me feel very creative, like I wanted to do some art. I wanted to do some artwork. And it also made me very thoughtful. I kept spacing out in my own brain when I was talking to my mom on the phone. She's like, "Are you there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I took that thought and I ran with it inside my own head." I'm still here, I'm still paying attention, I'm just running wild inside my own head and you can't hear it. Me too. Me too. The creative strains are like the ones that get you like wanting to do something, right? Whether it be build a project outside or make a doodle with some pen and paper. Those are my favorite too. Because I don't typically get in those moods just by themselves. Where's the rest of my stuff? Give you guys some peanut butter. Come on. We're gonna wait for the chat engagement competition to end and then we'll do peanut butter. Nice. It increases your ability to hear the sounds too. I am still live streaming. That's what that square right there means. You see where it says LIVE in that red square? That means this phone's recording. Okay, we only have one more hour. Okay. And like I said yesterday, it's all set up and ready to go. As soon as we're ready to go out there, I just push a button and it blows it up.
Can I see it?
When we go out there, sure, yeah. He's got a blow-up bounce house. We set it up yesterday. He's actually got 3 blow-up bounce houses. And we're going to be doing a help the community borrow by donation type thing there. Where they will see on the Facebook that they'd like to borrow the bounce house. and then get a hold of us and tell us they'd like to donate to our cause and have the bounce house come over to their house so their kiddos can use it. I'm trying to convince Dana to bring them all over, like all 3 bounce houses, so that any age group can go in them and, you know, that kind of thing. Yes, buddy, what's up?
So you put the bounce house right in front of my window.
It is now officially noon. The chat engagement competition has ended and lunch has begun.
See if it's inflated, it's in front of my window.
Right, and you will see it. Hands down, Aaron won again. Aaron's got 6 points. Nobody else even comes close. Everybody else has got 1 point. Yeah, and the idea behind it was, you know, he's getting older now. His toys are getting more expensive. And he's wanting more things. So in order to supplement the income so that we can buy him those things that he wants, that's what the donations would go towards. It would go to pay whoever is setting them up and taking them down and cleaning them. And then also towards some of his toys and stuff like that. Piano Man by Bob Dylan. Final answer? We locking it in here? Let me get this. Let me get this fan turned off. Shut this temporarily, huh? Alright. Just lost all my lighting, didn't I? Everything went dark. Let's see. Turn this on. Turn this on.
Buddy's hair. So connected.
Phone connected. Dinner. Who is what woman in your house, sir? What woman? Are you talking about the announcement? The announcement from... Oh, that's... I don't know, whatever Asian thing is going on. Stick this in the corner here. So we can announce the song here. The Oriental House. Yep. All right, so here we go. We're gonna move that there. Hit this button. That's not the song. That's not the song. This is not Bob Dylan. This is Billy Joel. Why did it say Bob Dylan? It didn't say Bob Dylan. Are we sure Bob Dylan does the Piano Man? Billy Joel is. Yes, but he asked for Bob Dylan. And I see the Mr. Tambourine Man. It was Billy Joel? Okay, we'll start that over then. I just wanted to make sure we got the request proper. Okay.
Regular crowds.
All right. Piano Man. Trying to clickbait. You should know the rules by now, Dana. I try to shut my big fat trap when the song is playing, because when I have to scrub it later, my voice will sound strange over the music. And then you won't hear the music and my voice will just sound strange. No. But the rules are one song. You need a sharp tank to up the stakes. That's right. Oh. Oh, yeah? I think the challenge would be the other way around, wouldn't it? Like the picture, what gets the host again. She used to like it. Here we go. Peanut butter on the ones. We got 1 hour, 11 minutes, and we're about to approach 11 seconds. We're still peanut butter on the ones. Despite the time having nothing to do with it. You're such a turd, Dana. You tease her into the hose with the peanut butter. Maybe. Uh-oh. Well, blowing past me now at the speed of light. Knocking stuff over. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. Jesus. I gotta hold stuff when you guys go past it. Subscribe to the Dog Starve! No. Don't say things like that. You're gonna end up getting me reported. Don't say things like that. Goof.
Phone is disconnected.
That's right. You're fired, lady. Go home. Look at that turd right on the table there. Do you belong on that table? Huh? Is that where you belong? On that table is where you belong? I don't think you're supposed to be up there, girlie. I think you should get down. Meanwhile, she didn't get down. There you go. I didn't tell her what to do. I merely suggested that she shouldn't be up there. All right, let me mute the the microphone for a second here while I spin this table around. If I don't put the table in front of the camera, they'll get too close, so you won't be able to see them get the peanut butter. Alright, so we got this different peanut butter here. It's a little bit more healthy for them. You see the... You didn't hear the pitter-patter, but as soon as I said peanut butter, this one came rumbling over. She was like, I'm no dummy. I know what's happening here. Yeah, we'll try that out with the snake in a sec. I don't want her to destroy it, but we'll give it a shot. Cosmo, you're just in time for peanut butter. Back up a little bit, Kins. Back up, Kins. Go on, right over here. Look, Zuma, get. Get, Zuma. It's not your turn. Annie. Zuma. Annie. Sit. Annie, here you go. Sit down. Good girl. She likes to be too close. Well, this is that, it's Teddy's. This is the old one. But it's not salted, not sugared, non-GMO. It's the one we're getting rid of because it's old. It was in the cabinets. It's probably still okay to be eaten, but dogs have stronger stomachs than we do. They can handle little scoops of it. Yeah, it literally says dry roasted peas, nuts, and hydrogenated rapeseed oil. So, it's literally only got 2 ingredients. And I looked inside of it, it didn't look terrible. Okay, you had yours, Kins. It's time for somebody else to get a turn. Ooh, you guys see that face? That grumble? This is why the other dogs don't like her. She's so possessive. Like, she's being really possessive of this peanut butter right now. She acts like she starves. We don't starve her. Absolutely not. She gets full access to food. We can go over there and prove it right now. They still have food in the dish. So. No, I already took these out and separated them out. I'm keeping them in the parlor underneath the shoes. Yeah, I know. Letty and Zuma didn't get any yet, but Annie's all up in her face. Move, Annie. Here, Letty. Annie, move. Ladybug. Annie, get out of here. Go, you bad girl. Go. Here you go, Liddy. Come on in here, Liddy. Zuma, back up. You're last. Back up, Zuma. You're last. Back up. Zuma, back up. Here you go, Liddy. Get out of there with that tongue, Zuma. I wish I didn't have to make them all take turns. But I don't want them fighting over it. Like, if somebody wants to send me a 3-prong spoon where they just welded 3 spoons together or something, that'd be cool. Well, lucky for you, Zuma's pretty quick with her peanut butter. And Letty's just about done. Alright, Ladybug. Do some peanut butter, Zuzu. Zuma's turn. Is your name Zuzu? No, get out of here. Here you go, Zoo. Sit. Sit. Letty, no. Letty, no. Come on. No. Letty. Someone doesn't need any help. Trust me. Her tongue's the size, twice the size of you and Annie combined. Like she can handle this just fine. I didn't push her away. I gently guided her face away from the spoon with the back of my hand. I didn't push her. Right. Oh, get that last little bit on there. You get the crumbles, Letty? All right. Yeah, Zuma doesn't care once she's past the big point. Ding. All right. Oops. Didn't mean to zoom in there. Let's see. This old snake here. Let's see. Where's the button? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that didn't go over well. That snake just kind of died. What's going on with that snake, Zuma? What's going on with that snake? Yeah, see? She don't care. NFG. That's what I'm seeing here. NFG. Uh-oh, we got a struggler over here. Yeah, she's NFG over here, yeah. She's totally NFG about this snake. You get it, Zoo? You get it? Get that snake. Go get it. Get the snake. You wanna beat it up? Go ahead, beat up that snake. Get it. Get it. Yeah, see, she does not care. I bet you if I put some peanut butter on its head, she'll chase that sucker around. Yeah, they care so little, they've just abandoned this room. They're like, nope, the snake can have it. It's all good. We don't want it. She abandoned the room entirely. She wanted nothing to do with that snake. How girly. She's like, yeah, fuck that snake. Go ahead, get in there with your visitors. Your viewers, I mean. You do some tricks? Would you do some tricks? What do you think? You do some tricks for the camera? How about a roll over? She's like, nah, not today, Dad. Not yet, buddy. When the clock says 1 o'clock. Okay, it's another 30 minutes or so. He's excited to go out into this bounce house.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. You'll probably hear me say goodbye to everybody who's watching when it's time.
Okay.
Okay. Did you eat something for breakfast?
No.
How about some applesauce? Why don't you start with that? Okay, the creaking sound is a little bit loud for the camera. That's why I stopped it from creaking. This phone picks up everything, every noise. Dana says hi and she loves you.
I love you too. I love you too, Dana.
Applesauce or Zuma gets the hose. That's what Dana said. You better go eat some applesauce.
No.
Yes, we have sunscreen in the baseball bag. So I do indeed have sunscreen. She did do you dirty. Well, that means that she listened to you, right? If she acted like she wanted it real bad yesterday and then left it alone today after you yelled at her, then she did what you told her to do. Too much crinkling. Go with that. That's a god-awful noise on the camera. Crinkling. We could set up the water bounce house too. Like I said, I think when people get a hold of you to borrow the bounce houses, we should just bring all of them. No, rapper crinkling is not ASMR. If it was quieter, maybe, like saran wrap, when saran wrap crinkles, it crinkles, but it's not this loud popping sound like a chip bag has. It's very wide range of sounds, and the higher end is very ear piercing. Yeah, Dana likes watching that kind of ASMR stuff. For me, ASMR is kind of like, so I like to watch sitcoms with a laugh track in the background, that kind of stuff. Or sometimes I'll have Wolf or Grace in the background live streaming their Call of Duty content or Metal Gear Solid content. Some kind of little background noise. Sounds that aren't consistent are not ASMR for me. You have to be consistent with that stuff too. That would also be one of those things where you'd want to be doing your ASMR live stream on a regularly scheduled time. This way, people who want to go to sleep and listen to your ASMR before they go to sleep can do that every single night. You become part of their routine, and if you don't live stream on the regular, then somebody else becomes part of their routine and they stop watching you. YouTube wouldn't ban you. They would just say there's some weird stuff happening on. And if you put it into text, YouTube already sees it. They see it before it gets to me. But if it didn't get shadow banned, then it's already okay. Let's see. Soothing sounds for me. The ocean. Ocean's pretty soothing. I've had enough trauma in my life for most sounds to not be soothing. Like the rain used to be a soothing sound to me, and it now keeps me awake. I can't fall asleep to the sound of the rain anymore. Later, Dina. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great day for the rest of your work day. That probably applies to everybody else who came in around noon and only has a half an hour lunch break. It's time to go back to work, y'all. Feel free to leave me up and running in the background. That's the best thing you can do to support this stream, this channel here, is either run one of my live streams that were muted, so you don't have to be disturbed by sound in the background, or turn your volume all the way down and then run some other live streams in the background. It's the watch hours that YouTube cares about. So if you really want to support somebody, acquire those watch time. Help us out with that. And speaking of, on that note, let's see, we've got, give you an update here. It says we've got 2,652. So that means we need 348. Yesterday we need 475. Today we needed 348. And that's showing as of the 21st, and today is the 26th. So 5 days ago. I imagine in 5 days I'm able to accomplish 300 watch hours. So I should be there already. But the best way to support the streamers that you like to watch, I don't know why. It held that. I know why it held that. Reasonable. But yeah, the best way to support the streamers that you like to watch is to watch their content through and through. The algorithm likes it when you start watching the content, about halfway through you hit the like button, and then you continue watching the content and then comment at the end. That's their favorite way to push your content as something people like. So if you can remember those steps and you want to support your favorite streamers, that's how you do it. You go to their page, you find a video, halfway through that video, you hit the like button, and at the end, you leave a comment. YouTube loves it when people do that in that order. But you're going to want to watch the video all the way through so that YouTube knows that you actually did want to see that stuff. Yeah, it's because the word ice wasn't completely spelled out. And because only the word I followed by the word so yes. I understand. Mine is set to very strict. I have very strict settings on my YouTube live streams. I prefer that YouTube does it, and I just I have to manually allow it rather than having to manually hide it. And if there are any problems, I'm pretty sure Mr. Timeout will just come in right in and handle it. And speaking of moderation, since you're going to be helping me with Zuma's channel, We're still here, Cosmo. We didn't leave you. Your comment got held, though, because you didn't add the C and the E to ice. So when you're talking about your ice cream, your comment got held because, well, you left out the C and the E in the words ice cream. So it didn't read ice cream. It read I. Yeah, yeah. So we understand why it held that one. We also understand that's not what you meant. Without any context, though, it might have been a funnier comment without any context. But anyway, so what I was saying is, since I'm going to have Space Nut helping me with the content creation, with the Zuma stuff, I think what I'm going to need to do is we'll get the content up there on the tube, and then I'll give you access to be able to do the editing stuff. And then I don't know. Should we take the access away again? I feel like moderators are going to be less necessary when it comes to Zuma's channel. Well, that's what I meant. Just to eliminate, like we talked about before when I was giving you access to this one, to eliminate needing to upload and download multiple times. It would get uploaded to the platform, and then you'd be able to download it, edit, and then upload, and then it would be there. So it would only take the upload, download, and upload, instead of an upload, a download, and upload, and download. just for ease of time, because it is very time consuming depending on how long the live stream is. I don't expect her live streams to be very long, but they are going to have the multiple points of view. You know, you're going to have my point of view, her point of view, and also the live stream point of view, which is going to match my point of view. But I think I'm going to have the live streams go as limited viewing and then put out the long form content, because it'll have better quality video. So whatever views and watch time we get on the random live streams that I do, we'll just, that's as far as it'll get. And the long form videos are going to be the ones you guys want to see, because it's going to have better quality. You're going to be able to see more than one point of view. I'm still dabbling with the idea of whether or not I want to be on camera in like a little picture inside a picture, because my phone will allow me to do dual camera. So I can have Zuma on the big screen and me on a tiny screen. But then we'd also have Zuma's point of view somewhere on that screen popping up. The other thing too, Aaron, is maybe I'm wrong, but doesn't uploading and downloading change the quality of the file, depending on where you upload and download from? And how many times you do that will drastically change the quality. Some formats will shrink your file size. And the way that they do that is they'll take like a 50 megapixel photo and they'll turn it into a 12 megapixel photo. And then when you download it, it's downloaded as a 12 megapixel photo, not a 50 megapixel photo. Is there... I wish there was like a... When you have a network, maybe that's going to be the AnyDesk thing that I can do. Like a private password folder or something, maybe. Oh wow, multitasking this SpaceNet. And you know they downscale it because they want to save space on their servers. You got to imagine if you have 100 million people uploading 8 hours worth of content every single day in high quality 50 megapixel HD, that's a lot of space. Just imagine, so a low quality 12 megapixel video at 2 hours long takes 8 gigs of hard drive space. So you more than double the megapixels, it's going to more than double the space size. And that's only 2 hours long. So if I'm trying to film 50 megapixels of footage for an hour long, it's going to be like 8 gigs. Yes. I mean, if it's cheaper and less time consuming for me to just mail it to you, I'd rather do that. Honestly. But yeah, I think I've got a I think it's a 250 gigabyte micro SD card somewhere. It's in one of the devices that I don't use. So I've got to look for it and check my devices. But I've got it somewhere, and you know, like 250 gigabyte SD card can hold a lot, quite a bit. So I just know that there's less compression happening when it's from hard drive to hard drive rather than hard drive to internet back to hard drive. Right. Right. What I was thinking with the AnyDesk thing is if I were to plug the SD card into my hard drive, aka device, connect with the AnyDesk, and then transfer it to a file on a hard drive on the other side of the network. And then password protect that folder. Not that I'm going to have anything privacy leaking, but if I don't want somebody to steal my content and use it for their own, and then have to deal with that. I'm just trying to figure out how we can use technology to benefit us without having to spend so much time uploading, downloading, because big files take a long time to upload. It took me something like 6 or 8 hours to upload the long form. I'm not even sure it's on there yet, honestly. Let's see. I have to look. I'm not even sure if it made it there yet. Okay, it made it there. Yeah, it took me something like 6 to 8 hours to upload that 1 hour and 51 minute video. I imagine download is much quicker because it's compressing it as it uploads. But my phone will take videos in ultra high def, 60 megapixel HDR 10 plus, whatever that all means. Really good quality though. And that's the one I plan on filming from. Let's see, video. Here it is. It's a 9x16 full HD 60 megapixel HDR 10 plus. So you can see that right up there on the screen. It takes really good quality. And I can do up to, I think it's 10 times zoom before it starts digital zooming. Here's the 10. Woo. It's a lot of zoom. That's a lot of zoom. Let's go back to 0.6. So it gets pretty good. Like I said, that's the full HD up here. And here's the other options it gives me. Like apparently I can make it 8K at 60 frames per second. I don't know what this HDR10 is though. Not exactly sure what that is. I did film some content yesterday. I made a cool short that's spin me right round. Try not to get vertigo watching my most recent short. It's sure to make you dizzy. But if you sing the song while you're watching it, it makes you less dizzy, I promise you. Because it made me dizzy watching it when there was no music, and then I watched it with music, and I wasn't dizzy anymore. You just gotta sing along. That's the trick. And lucky for us, she's short hair. So wearing the collar, she shouldn't have too much hair in the way. MIL? Who's that? Oh, this is the dual recording I was talking about. Let me see if I can... So there would be me right there. And then the doggos with Zuma's live stream. Oh. Well, do your thing. Family first. Apparently my content is very attractive to people above 65. So if that condition applies, maybe she'd be interested in subscribing. It's government-friendly content, I think. Is it military-friendly? It's military-friendly, maybe not government-friendly. We might not be a huge fan of Big Brother around here. It's the restrictions on freedoms that we've got problems with. It's not the people, it's the policies. You know, they say it's the home of the free because of the brave. I think most people don't remember the sacrifice that some of our soldiers have made so that we can have Gay Pride Month. You know, the amount of lives that have been lost just so those celebrations can happen. So shout out to our soldiers, right? Keeping our country safe. If you or a family member is a soldier, I thank you for your service. We appreciate you. You know, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Because you're putting your life on the line to make sure that our lives can be safe. And I'm not just talking about the soldiers in my country. I'm talking about the soldiers all over the world who go out and follow the orders of their government to keep their people safe. I believe that all lives are important. Jeez, Pops, all worn out, huh? Give you a little bit of peanut butter and that's it. Pass right out. Little turds. Just done passed right out. A whole bunch of turds. It's so hard to get all of them in the picture. You know, so before we take off here, I remind you guys tomorrow's going to be a weird day. And I think the live stream is going to be scheduled for later in the day than the normal 11 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what my schedule looks like for tomorrow. And then I will schedule the live stream so you guys will know what time to expect me to be here. I'm still going to try to get the 2 hours in. It might be earlier or it might be later, depending on what the schedule looks like. So keep an eye out for that notification. I'll try to get onto the Discord community. That link is in my bio. If you go to my page and you click more after seeing the description, you should see one more link. There's 2 links there. The Zuma Kiss Me page is on my bio. You want to have your notifications on for that. And the Discord community is in my bio. And you're going to want to keep the notifications on for stream announcements. Any of the other notifications you want to keep on, that's up to you, but the Discord community is probably the best place outside of YouTube to talk to the awesome people that you see here. Not trying to direct anybody to go there. You don't have to go there if you don't want to. It's not a requirement to be part of the community if you don't want to be. I do have a lot of really cool resources that I've put up there for people who want to use them. And we'll click on it here just so you guys can see. So I'll bring it off to the side here. Try not to interrupt too much of the dog's faces. You can see on the side there, we've got a whole bunch of rooms. But the ones that I'm really interested in sharing with you guys are these last couple ones. You can see where it's got one-on-one. It disconnected me. It doesn't like it when I do that. So you see at the bottom, it's got room 1, room 2, room 3. Those are rooms where you can talk with somebody. If you're having a rough day, you want to vent, you want to talk to somebody, actually hear their voice. You know, I'm willing to be that person if I've got the time within reason. I am a mental health support specialist, certified. So I do have some degree of knowledge when it comes to mental health. If I can't help and it's over my head, I'm going to let you know, and we'll try to get you, contacted somebody who can help. But you never have to be alone. Those 3 rooms are for talking to somebody. Just
lunch hour is officially over. If you're here on lunch break, it's time to go back to work.
You heard it. Lunch hour is over. But yeah, those 3 rooms, if you want to just talk to somebody and just have a private conversation, if I see anybody in those rooms, I won't enter. I promise you that. And only 2 people can be in those rooms at a time. I also have 2 other rooms in addition to those 3. One of them is a max group of 5, and the other one has no limit at all. So feel free to use any of those rooms to talk to the community members. The other one you're going to look out for is the live stream announcements. Like I said, that's the one where you're going to get the notifications. Another thing that's there too, you see this one with the eyes and the ears, right? That one's called a stage. Occasionally, I'll use the stage for my audio. And the stage is exactly how it sounds, right? So I connect to the stage, and then you guys can hear me speak just like you would on the YouTube. The difference is there's no moderation. I can play music if I want to. I can say whatever I want if I want to. And Discord can be used in the background so you guys can hear me on the stage and comment in the Discord, in the YouTube if you wanted to. So it's a really useful platform. And it's anonymous in a way where you can talk to people without the whole world seeing it, like this platform on YouTube. The community is there for outside of the 2-hour window. But yeah, that's where the live stream announcements are going to go. If I have something big to talk about or something, I'm going to work on trying to have those pop up sooner. And give you more information via that platform. YouTube's got a posting thing. They'll allow you to post, but I feel like that doesn't give the notifications the way that I want to. So we're still experimenting, growing, expanding. Of course, Lydia abandoned the camera. So, yep. Now, but before I become a liar, I'm going to have to get going here. I just wanted to bring that out there. The Spark of Pyro community only has 8 members. And based on the subscribers, we should have more. Yeah, we're going to take off. I'm going to go blow up this bounce house for him, put some sunscreen on him. We're going to have some fun outside. We may or may not be live again, but keep an eye out for the notifications about tomorrow because it's going to be a different schedule than normal. I love you guys. Be nice to each other. We have more fun that way.